viewers were first introduced to Dipper Mabel in the Mystery Shack back in 2012, they had no idea they were about to embark on one of the craziest, most engaging mystery stories ever committed to television. Over the course of its run, Gravity Falls proved to be a titan of genre storytelling, transcending the animated format and standing toe-to-toe with fan favorites like The X-Files and Twin Peaks. From dream demons to fraudulent psychics and beyond, the unraveling of the mystery of the journals and Dipper and Mabel's commitment to uncover the truth captured the hearts and minds of audiences young and old. With so much quality material to dissect and appreciate, ardent fans of Gravity Falls have strong opinions over what episodes are the series' definitive best. While we don't presume to speak for everyone, we here at Frederator are big fans of Gravity Falls ourselves, so we wanted to take the time today to tell you what we think are some of the best episodes of Gravity Falls ever. Hopefully you'll agree. So without further ado, my name is Tim, and today on Channel Frederator we're counting down our top 8 Gravity Falls episodes. Let's get started. First, an honorable mention to all of the Gravity Falls shorts. Okay, this one's a bit of a cheat since it's not a main episode or part of the main storyline, but we really dig the Gravity Falls shorts that were released on Disney XD while the show was on the air. And if I'm being honest, we included the shorts as a package deal mostly so we could talk about Fixing It with Soos, which is both my personal favorite of the Gravity Falls short sketches and my favorite renovation show. Fixing It with Soos hits close to home. It captures the unbridled joy of a passionate person with a limited knowledge of editing trying to share their gift to the world. I can't help but smile every time I see green screen errors around Soos's head. Really, we just love Soos, and we're not alone. In Mabel's Guide to Dating, Soos ranks a 12 on the dateability scale. The dateability scale is a scale from 1 to 5. Soos is the perfect man. All the other shorts are worth watching as well. They give you more of what you want out of your favorite characters. I just happen to think Soos gets expanded a little bit by his 2 shorts. And with that, into real numbers. Number 8, Tourist Trapped. They say that the beginning is a good place to start, and in making a list of the best Gravity Falls episodes, we absolutely agree. The show's pilot episode, titled Tourist Trapped, does everything a pilot ought to do. We meet the main characters and are introduced to the central mystery and establish the fact that Gravity Falls is one quirky town. For this reason alone, the episode is essential viewing for fans. However, not a show that settles for good enough, the episode ups the ante by showcasing the series' potential for wacky weirdness right off the bat. When Mabel decides she's on the hunt for an epic summer romance, she meets Norman, who's eventually outed as a stack of gnomes in disguise. There are funnier episodes and episodes with more intense drama and character-filled moments, but this sets the stage so well and gave us some of our favorite Gravity Falls moments, including gnomes vomiting rainbows and the ever-useful grappling hook. Number 7, Fight Fighters. Who hasn't wished their favorite video game was real? Well, in the episode Fight Fighters, that's exactly what happens. And just like any careful what you wish for a cautionary tale, Dipper learns way too late that there's not a reset button on reality. When Robbie challenges Dipper to a fight over a broken phone, Dipper inadvertently summons and then recruits game character Rumble McSkirmish as a bodyguard. However, the 16-bit hero is not to be tamed, and despite Dipper's urging otherwise, becomes a threat to all who stand in his way. If you like video games, and we know most of you do, this episode is a playground of references and winks to the gaming community, and it's a great slice of nostalgia for anyone used to spending way too long mashing buttons. And no, it's not the kind of references where a show just says video games and expects you to applaud. Notably, the original Donkey Kong and Street Fighter get shoutouts. I laughed way too hard at, "Oh, my car." Oh, and for the pixel art, they recruited legendary Paul Robertson, pixel artist extraordinaire, and would bring him back for Soos and the Real Girl. We like video games, and we like seeing them acknowledged as legitimate sources of pop culture, and the craftsmanship and love in this episode take it over the top. Number 6, Double Dipper / Scaryoke. As any tried and true Rocky Horror fan could tell you, every adventure into weirdness is better with a musical number. Gravity Falls doesn't shy away from that notion, and in particular, Mabel is always ready to bring on the tunes. In Double Dipper, Mabel stands up for the less popular kids, unleashing her vocal talents in the form of the suspiciously Journey-esque rock ballad Don't Stop Unbelieving catapulted the episode into the territory of instant favorite. And it's not the only instance of fun karaoke numbers. The other Pines family members aren't so keen on karaoke, but in the season 2 opener, Scaryoke, they put aside their reservations when it's the only way to keep a zombie horde from overrunning the shack. It's a rocking and welcome return to the series' 2nd season, and the song Stan, Dipper, and Mabel perform, Taking Over Midnight, is darn catchy. Wouldn't it be great if more forces of evil could be defeated with a killer tune? Anytime Mabel takes to the mic, it's an automatic favorite from us. Also, at the end of Scaryoke, Stan reveals something we've all been wondering about. How can he not see all the paranormal stuff going on? Well, he does. It's obvious after all. I love this. Most shows that gear younger don't worry about things like this, and and Gravity Falls addresses it head-on. Number 5, A Tale of Two Stans. Another cornerstone episode of the show, A Tale of Two Stans is the game-changing episode where we learn the secrets of Gruncle Stan and his past. Although earlier in the series Stan denied any knowledge of the supernatural, we learn that he and his twin brother Ford are connected to the core mystery of the show, and their own investigation into the world of weird led to Ford's disappearance years prior. Lending depth to a character who was utilized to comedic effect, the episode also reveals the level of compassion and caring Stan has for his family, something he attempts to deny. When Ford returns, Stan makes an impassioned plea not to involve Dipper and Mabel in the mystery, proving that he cares and he doesn't want the duo hurt. I've heard from some people that they don't like the change in this show's dynamic from this point out, since Dipper hangs out with Ford and Mabel gets cut out. While I think there's some truth to it, I think this episode answers the right questions and asks interesting new ones. Number 4, Dipper versus Manliness. In a world of monsters and ghouls, there's still nothing stranger than growing up. In the episode Dipper versus Manliness, Dipper tackles this problem when he decides that he's ready to become a man. Heading into the woods, he encounters the Manitar, mythical creatures that embody masculine stereotypes. After running a battery of tests to prove his masculinity, Dipper learns that testosterone-driven feats aren't as important as being a good person. This episode reminded us that it's okay to be who you are, and there's nothing wrong with growing up and growing as a person in your own time and way. I also like that for all his teasing at the start of the episode, Gruncle Stan sides with Dipper on this one. He's proud that Dipper stands up for himself, even without hair on his chest or a deep voice. Number 3, Sock Opera. A great scholar once said, "Everything is better with puppets," and who could disagree? In the episode Sock Opera, Mabel attempts to stage a sock puppet rock opera to impress a local puppeteer. But when Dipper's body is possessed by Bill Cipher, things go awry, as they tend to do when demonic possession is involved. With the battle for Dipper's body unfolding before a live audience, the episode is at once a grave conflict between the cosmic forces of good and evil and a hilarious romp with sock puppets. The juxtaposition between silly and scary is the very essence of what Gravity Falls is all about, and we couldn't find a better episode to showcase it in than one with sock puppets. Mabel has a number of episodes about boys, but this particular play at romance has the most thought and effort put into it, and it shines. Also, if this were an actual award distributed out, I would nominate Sock Opera for Best Use of Ave Maria by a Cartoon. Number 2, Dreamscapers. The first episode of Season 1's two-part finale, Dreamscapers is Gravity Falls at its finest. Serving as the introduction of series antagonist Bill Cipher, the episode is a key moment in the show's history, revealing just how far-reaching the central mystery and threat goes. Up to this point in the show's narrative, the biggest bad Dipper and Mabel faced was pint-sized psychic Lil Gideon. But with the arrival of Bill, the Pines learned that their minuscule foe was an appetizer for the challenges that would await them in the coming season. Bill raises the stakes within seconds of his appearance. I still wonder what bribe convinced standards and practices that the whole deer teeth thing was okay. That said, the episode doesn't just torment you for 20 minutes. With most of the episode occurring in the dream world, comedic relief happens without the need for explanation. Also, this episode gave us the most 80s dream boys in all of existence, Xyler and Kraz. And finally, number 1, The Inconveniencing. Dipper, Mabel, Wendy, and the town's teens all hang out in a spooky convenience store. Unfortunately, their teen angst and texting rouse angry spirits of the store's owners. That's how they died after all. Their hearts couldn't take the hip-hop music. The only thing that saves the gang is Dipper admitting that he's only 12 and doing the ever-cute Lammy Lammy dance. This episode encompasses everything Gravity Falls is about. It's funny, it's dark. Dipper deals with insecurity, Mabel learns to control impulses, probably. It's all there. Oh, and it teaches you to look for hidden clues by throwing in ones that are more obvious jokes. Since Dipper spends time looking for proof of ghosts, your eyes are scanning the background as well. And since you're looking, you're primed to see the cereal box maze. If you follow all the maze paths, you'll realize there is no escape from the maze. Here it's a gag, but seeing one gag encourages you to look for more, and then you're seeing Bill Cipher in the background, and then you can't unsee Bill Cipher in the background. In one stroke, you're hunting for the mystery of Gravity Falls. For being such a fantastic representation of the whole series and helping you look at the show closer, The Inconveniencing takes top billing. Channel Frederator is currently running a survey. We want to know more about the people who watch our stuff. So if you're hearing this, you can follow a link that's on screen now or in the description, and if you fill it out, you are entered to win a Stash Ride gift card, so you should totally check that out in the links right now. There are a lot of great episodes of Gravity Falls out there, and we're sure there are some you love that we didn't get to talk about, so be sure to let us know which episode's your favorite in the comments below. And if you like this video, you might also enjoy some of these other videos we have. You can click on them now in the annotations or the link in the description. Also be sure to subscribe for more videos on your favorite cartoons dropping every week, and remember, Frederator loves you.